The Congress also realizing that there has been a big setback, so they're looking at other legal options. We're now understanding the Congress will in fact approach the top court. They'll approach the Supreme Court to try and get a suspension of the verdict that has come in from the Surat court. Arunama is joining us on the broadcast. Arunama, many would say this was an expected lines. We are understanding a 2-year jail term has been announced. For that, they will have to approach the Sessions Court. But what are you hearing as far as them getting a legal team to now approach the top court?
You know, all the top legal minds of the Congress party, most of whom are also members of parliament, are getting together to formulate their legal strategy. But as of this moment, two things are being made very clear. One, that, this 2 years sentencing makes the sword of disqualification hang on Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and therefore there has to be a legal remedy for that. Appealing in a higher court is the immediate remedy that the Congress leaders are suggesting. They're also pointing out that Rahul Gandhi could well be on his way to Delhi, and once he reaches here, perhaps the process of filing the appeal in a higher court will get underway. They're also pointing out that, in this case, because it's not a case of moral turpitude, which means it's not a case of Under Prevention of Corruption Act, the lower court there doesn't really have the power to put the sentence in abeyance or suspend the sentence. That's what the lawyers from the Congress party are pointing out. And therefore, they will have to go to a higher court and they will have to seek that remedy from the higher court of suspending the sentence pending their appeal. Till the time that order comes from the court where the sentence is suspended, the sword of disqualification will continue to hang on Rahul Gandhi, is what we are understanding after speaking to the lawyers here.
Okay, Arunama, we'll request you to stay on with us. Let's bring Pallavi also in the conversation. Pallavi, taking on from what Arunama was saying, politically speaking, what does this mean for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress? Till that 30-day period is on, will he have to suspend, will he have to resign or step down as an MP?
A lot depends on whether his sentencing has been stayed or not, and that's exactly what top Congress sources are telling me, is that this is what they are working upon. The first step they really want to take is that his sentencing must be stayed or suspended for the time being, which means he can carry on as a member of parliament. Politically speaking, well, this has very, very grave, grave consequences. It works both the ways. Of course, it's going to be used politically by the BJP to make a point that, look, not us, but even the courts think that you keep on maligning the image of the Prime Minister, and this is something which is unacceptable, something which is wrong. That's how the BJP from here on till 2024 will keep on doing so, because mind you, every word of Rahul Gandhi when he attacks the government over the Adani issue actually centers around the fact that he accuses the nexus between the Adanis and the Prime Minister himself. And the whole concept of Chaukidar Chor Hai, which he built up in the last Lok Sabha election, which completely didn't work for the Congress party, is a narrative which the Congress party very cagely but is trying to build up ahead of the state elections and 2024. That could face yet another setback. This is something which politically will not work for the Congress. It's something which is going to work for the BJP. Second, what the Congress, however, politically wants to reap on the fact is a sympathy factor. That, I am the only one who's aggressive. Unlike the other opposition parties, without taking names like the AAP, the BRS and the TMC, who are actually the B team of the BJP and have been silenced, the Congress is the only one which keeps on asking tough questions and therefore keep on facing those tough decisions as well. So he's going to try and put out this fact and build up this narrative that here is a tough challenger to the Modi narrative, and also build up a sympathy. You're also going to be seeing, and we already are seeing outside the Surat court, almost everywhere now Congress workers out in droves making the point that, this is our support for Rahul Gandhi. Very quickly, Rizima, if you remember, the Bharat Jodo Yatra was definitely an exercise in building up an image for Rahul Gandhi. I think this court verdict will also now be used by the Congress party as a 2.0 act to build up yet another image of Rahul Gandhi as the main challenger to the Prime Minister.
So as Pallavi is pointing out, there are two things that are happening.